All right, welcome to freshman year. You have just stepped into your first day or two of ninth grade, and this is obviously going to be a big transition for you. You have new classes, you're at a new location probably, obviously a ton more students, change in time in terms of starting into school, obviously college athletic or high school athletics that you're going to have to deal with and work your way through. And so you're going to have to be prepared because while it's going to be a fun process, you need to make sure that you're paying attention. So I want you to be proactive and follow the steps because they're going to start here in about 10 seconds. Okay? Because there's a school for you. You just have to be willing to put in the effort, and there's going to be a lot of effort on your end, and you have to be open to finding the right fit for you. Okay? So let's jump in. Action 1. What you need to do right from the start is set an expectation. What I mean by that is you need to understand and internally reflect and evaluate in yourself to put a realistic expectation to where you think you can play. Maybe you can play for the top Division I schools because you have the talent. Maybe in this moment you're a lower level player, and that's okay. Maybe you're not quite ready for a top Division I school. Or maybe you're not even ready for the commitment of a Division I school. So those are things that you're going to have to try and identify within yourself, is understand where you're at. Okay? I've included on the next page questions that help you in that process. Right? And here they are. So the personal questions, right? First, you need to make sure you understand or that you truly want to play at the college level. Why? College soccer is very time consuming, can be very difficult, and there's a big adjustment because at the current standing, you go into college, you don't have a grace period to adjust because it's in the fall. It's a fall season sport in this moment. Right? It's not like you're playing baseball where you have an entire semester to adjust and get ready. Okay? So there's going to be a lot more pressure on you. You're not going to have the same support from mom and dad. And you need to be ready to be committed to the demands and the challenges brought by college athletics. Okay? The second question you really need to try and break down is, am I capable of playing college soccer? Now, for 99% of players or student athletes, the answer is yes. But again, you need to be able to identify which school is the best fit for you athletically. What matches you? The top Division I schools might not be your match. It might be a Division II, a Division III. It might be a D1 school, but not to the same, top 10, for example. So those are things that you're going to have to evaluate and try and help. And you can look to mentors, maybe somebody else that's in the process, a coach, and they might be able to give you that insight, right? Maybe you can send me a video and I can try and help break that down for you. And a lot of it also depends on where you play in this moment, okay? 2 more questions. What division can I play? And I just kind of talked about the second ago. You have to be honest with yourself and understand where you can start and where you can finish. And you can always go to a smaller school or not necessarily a top program and transfer later on. So you don't have to do it right away. You can go to the higher end program that you want to later. You can transfer. The final question you probably need to answer is, why do I want to play college soccer? And this really comes down to you internally really wanting to do it. You have to make sure that this is something that you actually want to do. Because again, the commitment is much higher than club soccer or high school soccer. College soccer is very similar to high school soccer on steroids. It's a lot more demanding and there's a lot more pressure. And you don't have the ability to have mom and dad supporting you the whole way through, which can make it very difficult. Okay? Now, action 2. I want you to understand the time and effort needed to do this. Going through the college recruiting process, especially as you move through grade years, the time commitment increases. You're going to have to put more time into this, more energy into this. So I even give you a number. It's going to vary from about 10 to 40 hours a week depending on what grade you're at. Right? The younger grades, for example, 9th and 10th, it's going to be a little bit less. You get into junior year, it's going to be more. And depending how quickly you can sign, again, it's going to take vary the amount of hours that you do. So you need to be willing and understand that during your high school career, you're going to be putting in hours and hours of work. Okay? So understand those two actions and you'll be ready to go.